The United States became a pioneer in development of aircraft specifically designed for reconnaissance missions. The aircrafts are designed to survive due to their high speed, maneuverability, and reduced radar cross-section, which were confidential programs of the military. Most other nations that have developed reconnaissance aircraft generally used upgraded versions of standard bomber, fighter, and other types. The United States has also employed aircraft with reconnaissance capabilities, which were originally intended for other purposes. Number 1. RQ-4 Global Hawk. Designed by Northrop Grumman, the RQ-4 Global Hawk is a large-scale unmanned aircraft that is used by the U.S. Air Force and Navy for general reconnaissance, target identification, and long-range high-endurance intelligence gathering. Its goal is to support joint combatant forces in global peacetime, contingency, and wartime operations by providing a wide range of ISR collecting capacity. Although some of them operate from the Grand Forks base of South Dakota, the aircraft serves both the U.S. Air Force and Navy. This drone performs outstanding capacity that it can survey up to 40,000 square miles of terrain per day, with an area the size of South Korea, which is the longest unrefueled flight by a U.S. Air Force aircraft. It provides a top speed of 310 knots or 357 miles per hour, with its range of almost 10 miles. Number 2. Northrop RF-61 Reporter. Destined by Northrop, the RF-61 Reporter was an American unarmed photographic reconnaissance aircraft. It made its first flight in July 1945 and retired in 1968. Although based on the Northrop P-61 Black Widow night fighter, it was the last photo reconnaissance aircraft with a piston engine developed and manufactured for the U.S. Air Force. A total of 36 aircrafts were produced, with 9 were transferred to the U.S. Air Force Logistics Command, and the rest 27 were sent by sea to the 8th Photo Reconnaissance Squadron of 71 Reconnaissance Group in Fukuoka, Japan. It had a maximum speed of 435 miles per hour with 2 pilots, while it featured a maximum range of 4 miles. In fact, because of the maintenance challenges and a lack of spare parts, the RF-61 was rarely taken to the skies. Number 3. U-2 Dragon Lady. The Lockheed U-2 is manufactured by Lockheed Corporation, which is often referred to as the sibling of Blackbird. It made its first test flight in 1955 and flew during the Cold War over the Soviet Union, China, Vietnam, and Cuba. The aircraft then became a typical vehicle for reconnaissance, intelligence command, and other missions in 1957. This airplane is specifically made to fly at great altitudes, so that the plane could fly up to 17 miles high. Frequently flown at heights over 70,000 feet, the U-2 pilot is required to wear a full pressure suit, similar to those used by astronauts. The top speed of this aircraft was limited to 0.8 Mach. Additionally, it had a cruise speed of up to 430 miles per hour, a maximum flight time of 12 hours, and an endurance in the air of about 7 hours and 30 minutes. Number 4. MQ-1B Predator. Designed by General Atomics, MQ-1 Predator is an American remotely piloted aircraft armed with 6 air-to-land ammunition and can operate remotely by 1 pilot and 1 sensor operator. Not only used by the USAF, this aircraft is also used by the Central Intelligence Agency. The MQ-1 has a range of 683.5 miles and can fly at a top speed of 135 miles per hour. A fully operational system consists of 4 sensor weapon-equipped aircraft, ground control station, Predator primary satellite link and spare equipment, along with operations and maintenance crews for deployed 24-hour missions. Although the USAF retired the Predator in 2018 and replaced it with the Reaper, The RQ-1 Predator was the primary remotely piloted aircraft used for offensive operations by the US AAF and the CIA in Afghanistan and the Pakistani tribal areas from 2001, and has also been deployed elsewhere. Number 5. SR-71 Blackbird. SR-71 Blackbird is legendary. It is the most well-known reconnaissance aircraft in history, and also the world's fastest jet-propelled aircraft. The Blackbird's performance and operational achievements placed it at the pinnacle of aviation technology developments during the Cold War. It was developed and manufactured by Lockheed Martin, with about 2,800 hours of flight time during 24 years of active service. Interestingly, the SR-71 completed more than 35,000 missions on the skies, with more than 54,000 hours of flying. During aerial reconnaissance missions, the SR-71 operated at high speeds and altitudes of Mach 3.2 and 85,000 feet, enabling it to completely escape threats. In addition, it had a length of 105 feet and a wingspan of 55.6 feet. The SR-71 was powered by two Pratt & Whitney J58 axial-flow turbojet engines. The J58 turbojet engine was a considerable innovation of the era, and it could travel at a maximum speed of 2,275 miles per hour. Designed as a long-range reconnaissance aircraft, it could operate in distances up to 3,250 miles without refueling. Unfortunately, during 1988, the USAF retired the SR-71 primarily for political reasons. That's all for today. Thanks for watching.